Breaking news, South Africa is now facing a trap from the hands of Ghana. You won't believe that the Ghanaian government has formally written a request to the African Union that South Africa's xenophobic attack target at Africans to be placed at the agenda at the upcoming meeting.
First of all, this Ghana Pan-Africanism team, I know they understand. Seriously. Now look at this. Ghana petitions African Union to address xenophobic attacks on African migrants in South Africa. So Okujato wrote to African Union and told them that this should be on agenda on the next general meeting. I have the honor on behalf of the Republic of Ghana to respectfully submit for inclusion on the agenda of the 8th media.
So we just hear that the Ghanaian government has reported South Africa to the AU, and we expect sanctions to start flowing from that direction too. And we are seeing African countries.
Hello guys, how are you all doing? So the Ghana government has reported South Africa to the African Union, and Ghanaians, instead of Ghanaians to be happy, some of them are asking, why are you taking South Africa to African Union? What for? Do you think they're gonna do him? At least they should report him there. If any African countries are having problem, what is the European Union or is it the African Union? What is it for? I want to know. What is its use? Are they not seeing what is happening? Are they not seeing what South Africans are doing? When I say things like that, people will be saying, oh, things are happening in Nigeria. Why are they not reporting Nigeria to? It is Nigeria for Nigerian. It is happening to Nigerians, not foreigners in Nigeria. This is why you see Ghana government is taking bold step against them. Because they are not only attacking South Africa, they are attacking foreigners in their country. They are involved with foreigners, not them. If South Africa like they fight each other, nobody cares about it. But when you start attacking foreigners living in your country, that is when it's gonna involve people to start talking about it. So people comparing, oh, Nigerians are killing Christians, Nigerians are doing this. Why are they not reporting Nigerians to the European Union? For what? Why? It's not happening within Nigerians and for Nigerians. Anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Take a look and watch this video.
Mid-year coordination meeting that will be attended by the heads of state. In fact, this particular meeting is scheduled on 24th to 27th June 2026. It will be in Egypt. This formal letter was released by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Ghana. A lot of South Africans and the citizens across the continent of Africa are literally throwing bombshells to the African Union right now. That what have they ever done about the Sudan genocide? What have they ever done about the Nigeria genocide? What have they ever done about DRC Congo, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger terrorism attack? And right now, Ghana is trying to push this thing of the attacks of the illegal immigrants of South Africa to the African Union to be discussed there. In fact, they are literally laughing on this agenda being pushed at the African Union that has never been concerned of anything that has been happening across the continent of Africa. But according to South Africans, they were literally demonstrating against the immigrants who are living in South Africa, who have been enabling illegal drugs inside South Africa, taking part of their jobs, taking part of their businesses, and even their wives. They're literally saying that everything or anyone who is actually going to South Africa should pass through legal laws, not through the back door. No, that is what they don't want. Keep watching, we'll keep you updated.
Countries react to these xenophobic activities, okay, and the African governments expect the South African government to act as fast as possible before things go out of hand. We have seen reaction from Botswana, we have seen reaction from Tanzania, reaction from Nigeria. Now we are seeing reaction from Ghana. Countries are reacting as the South African government remains silent, you know, when they have to act and put their citizens in order. You cannot allow citizens to act like this, and you have relationship, you have bilateral relationship with other countries, okay? Not acting on, on this xenophobic, will cause a lot to South Africa on all ends, okay? You think that South Africa doesn't have ties with other countries, or South Africans are not living in other countries, or doing businesses. It's so myopic to think that South Africa doesn't have relationship with other countries, and you treat those citizens in your country as if they don't have countries, whereas there are South Africans living in their own countries. It doesn't make sense. So at least we should see the South African government come out and condemn this wholeheartedly. I've seen some videos of the president doing that, but I think that those are old videos. We need, this, because this is something that is not new. This has been happening and consecutively, and we expect the South African government to do more. Because the this is the Ghanaian foreign minister, and trying to make sure that they report South Africa to AU. We expect AU to act, give some sanctions, and make sure that South Africa is put in order, because this is going out of hand. We can't expect a country like South Africa that has to be like a country of example, that we are proud of. Okay, we see them expanding, we see the businesses, the South African businesses expanding across Africa. We're happy. We try to make sure we use African products, we watch South African TV stations and all those things.
Coordination meeting of the African Union, scheduled to take place 24 to 27 June. As a matter of urgent continental interest, the topic of xenophobic attack in the Republic of South Africa against African nationals. Where they not send when a ministers where they do, you, instead of you to be writing home to Latvia, to the European Union, pushing Latvia to look for to arrest the people that did this thing to Nana J, you are saying they should go and summon. I don't understand this one. So wait, what will African Union do to South Africa right now? Same African Union that Ruto said are not fit for purpose. No, what would they do to South Africa? Would they expel them? Would they tell South Africans like anything going on in Africa? African Union don't give statement. The only time they'll come out and give statement is if they do coup. Go and look at what the Tutsis and the Himas are going through in Congo. Have you ever seen African Union release a statement? You are praying day and night for Nana J to get justice. You are not pressuring the larger government. You are rather writing to African Union to do what? Like, what will African Union do to South Africa? Would they tell South Africans that South Africans sit in your homes? I don't understand. What will happen after this? Or will African Union send soldiers to South Africa to go and gag the South African citizens? What? I want to know the purpose of this. Somebody's country, they say they don't want other people there. It's very simple. Their country is your country. Allow them to do in their country what they want to do. It's very simple. They say they are taking their jobs. They are selling drugs. So the people should go. And then you are writing to African Union to do what? I said, this Pan-Africanism thing now, right? I don't concern me. Now me, I be nationalist too. Let's concentrate on our country. The issues in Ghana is plenty. You want to Charlie Okuja told them things right now. Myself, I don't understand. We are forced to be Pan-Africanist.
Guys, you all have listened to everything. Some people are like, oh, tell them to this. I saw video people saying, oh, they're talking a lot. Allow Nigerians to face their problem. If Nigerians are having their problem within Nigerians, it's okay. But this attack in South Africa, it's not only for South Africans. They're not attacking themselves. They're attacking foreigners. It means you people don't want foreigners to live in your country anymore. That is why you're seeing people retaliating. Nigerians getting angry, Tanzania getting upset, Botswana getting agitated, and Ghana taking you people to court. I think, there was a time where, is it Israel was having problem with which country? South Africa took Israel to court. The case is still in court. So it is high time people take South Africa to court. Because when I see something like someone watch my videos and start saying, oh, you're talking about South Africa. South Africa is doing wrong. When you do something wrong, people will condemn it. What you guys are doing to your African brothers is very, 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 very wrong. on your own you could not stand. You needed Africans to stand on your feet. Where you are today is because of Africans. So thank Africans so much for helping you guys, because if not for Africans, people will still be under apartheid till today.